And I will say it, I've said it on everywhere, and I'll say it to you again. Both the Clinton email investigation and the Mueller investigation have been irredeemably compromised. So what that means is we need to reopen the Clinton investigation and in the least pause the Mueller investigation. Well, those of you who follow what I've been saying and what Judicial Watch has been saying know that I think the Mueller investigation is constitutionally suspect and should be shut down. It's out of control. And I tell you, this Flynn investigation, or this plea deal that they came up with for General Flynn, I don't believe General Flynn lied. In fact, CNN reported shortly after those FBI interviews, for which he pled guilty to lying at, the FBI had thought he didn't lie at the time. And it was an ambush interview by all accounts. The FBI called him up and said, hey, can we have a meeting? Flynn said, sure, come on over to the White House. He thought they were coming over to talk shop because he had been working with the FBI in his new position as National Security Advisor to the President of the United States. Instead, they conducted an ambush interview of him, presumably at the direction of Sally Yates, the Obama holdover who was acting Attorney General, who had this preposterous idea that he was violating the Logan Act for talking to Russians and other foreign governments as he was prepping to come into the government for the President of the United States. If I were General Flynn, I'd ask questions about, was there bias in this FBI investigation and the Mueller investigation? Was he told about it? Were his lawyers told about it? I'd throw the whole thing out if I were the court, and certainly someone should be raising it with the court. And now Judicial Watch is asking questions about all of this. We've asked questions, frankly, the texts that this FBI agent sent his paramour are already responsive to a Judicial Watch request for records about the FBI Clinton investigation. But also we've FOIA'd directly the agency about his removal, because it was reported he was removed off of the Mueller investigation a few months ago, back in August. But the public lies was that it was a personnel matter. It was more than that, obviously. And they've ignored our request. In fact, they were stonewalling Congress as well. And I want to know who's responsible for those stonewalls. But this is a real crisis at the Justice Department and FBI. Mueller's investigation is costing, I think, $6.7 million, or in the neighborhood of that. For what? Every dollar spent on a compromised, unethical, and unconstitutional investigation that's out of control is a wasted taxpayer dollar.